Welcome crafters, andyisyoda here with another Let's Build, and this time it's a Tudor townhouse. Enjoy! Okay, well I have this plot here. It's about 15 by 23 blocks and it's in Killamud, Kipstown, and A380 Dan, or A Dan 380, can't remember his name. Dan A380 I think. Anyway, they have a very impressive town, as you can see here. Just some quite ridiculously stunning build, so I'm honoured to be able to build a Tudor townhouse in this plot here. I want to make it stick out a bit like this. See how this sticks out? Kind of 3 levels there. I think that's pretty cool. If I do /back, I have built a Tudor townhouse before in Paul v Montfort's Germanic town. I want to kind of base it on this style but make it stick out a bit at the top. So let's get on with this. Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to go for a brick base to this townhouse, and I always count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks of brick, and what I'll do is go all the way around this build, all the way to here, and we're going to have to fill this all in with brick. And I'm also wondering about this wall here, because I needn't fill this wall with brick. I could go straight from my interior wall material. So decisions to be made. Anyway, let's add a bit more brick along here. So there's going to be another building here and here on this side, so I don't have really much option and no windows to go in the back here. Excuse me. So all this could simply be filled in with brick, but let's make a decision about this wall as well before I start to fill this in. I'm probably going to put a door here somehow. Maybe do a similar sort of thing to what this guy's done here, which is pretty clever. Little stairs up into a residential doorway there, and then I'm going to have some sort of shop here with some fancy shop windows here and a little shop door excuse me, about there. So when we come into this little narrow staircase, I guess we want kind of the staircase to go up like that quite sharply as we get into the door here, or we could even have the door up as well. So I think it's possible to use something like end stone for my interior wall coverings and just have the end stone along that wall like that. I'm using the Sortex texture pack with shaders, Chocopic 13 shaders. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just pause the video and fill in this brick, at least up to this level here, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, well, I've built up the walls. Really, whoa, what the heck has happened to my mouse? My mouse went a bit derpy there for a second. Right. I need to build up the front. Sorry if you're seasick after that. Wow. I think I'm not feeling very well now. I need to build up the front of this. And that's pretty much all I need to do. So I need to really concentrate and make the front of this build just the absolute best that I can. So let's start off with marking out where I think the window should go. I think my mouse is continuing to be a bit derpy. I think this would be a good place for the window, and I'm going to need some quartz stairs as well. I'm going to start putting some of these blocks on the ground, otherwise I'm going to lose track of where they are. Right, where's this window going to end? probably about here. And I like to do this and this in my Tudor builds as well. 1 and 2. Which kind of defines where that door goes, and is starting to define really that that door must go over there. So that's roughly where we want to put the doors. Look, there's a rogue evil Enderman flying about, going about his mod business. Wow, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my mouse. I'm going to try and sort this out. Be right back. Okay, cool. That is where the window's going to go. I think I might just start to split the window into 2 bits just like that, and we'll stick some glass in as well. And I've been favouring white stained glass for quite a while now. So let's go for some white stained glass. Boom, boom, boom. Easy build so far. Wow, my mouse is really derpy today. I'm actually not at my house. I'm at a relative's house visiting, and trying to build with a strange mouse and strange computer is not so easy. Okay, so that's roughly what we want. Looks pretty symmetrical so far, but what we want to do is build up the area here where this residential stairway goes up. So I'm going to come out probably 3 blocks, be kind of greedy. Let's move that across a bit. Like that, and I think some stairs should probably start about here. Like that. Pretty happy with that so far. Now, about the floor. Let's get rid of that block and go for double slabs. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking okay. There we go. Like that. Now, I do like when these come on, mouse, seriously, when these white slabs go like this on top of brick, I just think that looks just awesome when that happens. So all we need to do now is get a little bit more interest going in this wall here. I think that's okay. You could probably reduce it further like that. Nice tall wall, and we'll carry on with that effect on it. It's looking pretty splendid actually. Right, can we add a bit more detail into this wall? I wonder, what could we do here? Could we do that and maybe that? It's not all that interesting, is it? How about we do that and that? I like that a lot better. So 2 the right way up and 1 the wrong way up. Okay, certainly a very brick build, that's for sure. And we'll go for another bit of slab there. Might change that a bit later on to something else. And slap down some interior wall surface. And what we have here is another interior wall surface, and this is going to be a single pane or single wide staircase to get up to the residential level. So let's start banging some more of these bricks down here in case I lose track of where they've gone. Cool, there's a pallet really. And we'll grab a door, and I guess the door is fine there. Right, now we need some stairs, and I'm probably just going to go with dark oak in a lot of this build here. It is supposed to be Tudor, so 1, 2. Are we having trouble getting into that door? Need to go back 1 with these stairs. I think this floor will change, but never mind. Right, there we go, we're upstairs now. And how far do we need to go? That is the question. Well, on the inside we were going to have let's just go for oak floor, like so. And we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high ceilings, I believe. Because what we want to do with these walls is be really quite sneaky with the way that they work, because what I want to use is smooth sandstone and chiseled sandstone. And I want the smooth sandstone to go here, actually, and this wall, I think this wall's going to have to change. I wonder if this is a naughty thing to do and go for kind of a... Yeah, do you know, this person's done it. They've used different materials here, so I'm going to be daring. So we've got smooth sandstone and then end stone. 1, 2, 3 bricks of end stone, and then into the chiseled sandstone. And I love... Hey, come on mouse, turn. And this is going to go along the front of the build. Just like that. Wow, this mouse really doesn't want to be in a happy mood today. So that's going to be the height of the ceiling. Well, the walls anyway. So the ceiling, which I always make snow. If you watched any of my builds, I always put snow in the ceiling. One of these days it's all going to melt on me and one of the plugins goes wrong. Wow, this mouse. I'm going to have to sort this mouse out. Be right back. I'm not sure if I fixed the mouse. Just fingers crossed. It's awful sticky, whatever's wrong with it. So the ceiling comes across to here, and the next floor will be here. So we now have an idea of where we need to get to with these stairs. Boom and boom. That's it. Job's a good one, because we are at the correct level to get into the residential part. So I've said downstairs is going to be a shop, and what I mean by that is a store. In the UK we call stores shops. I think in America a store is a place to buy stuff, and a shop is where you go and like take your car to get fixed. So there we go. That's the residential part. Walk up the stairs and you're into the house. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to fill in this snow ceiling, and I'm going to put oak wood planks down to make that floor. I'm going to build up this wall. So I'll be right back when all that's done. Okay, well that's that done. All I've done off camera is put down this floor and put down the ceiling, and you can see the ceiling if you go... Wait, come on Andy, I can't jump in. There's a ceiling right there. So next thing to do is to stick this floor down. So I'm going to have an oak floor all over the place. Be right back when that's done. Okay, that's a floor put in, and now I can go along with this smooth sandstone all the way along here. And it's getting really dark in here. Let's add some more lights. Extra dark, of course, because I'm using the shaders. There we go. Smooth sandstone all the way along there. End stone up the wall, just like that. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to bring this wall out by one more brick, like that, just to accommodate the stairs. 1, 2, 3. I might be able to have some sort of closet in there, so we'll leave that open. Chiseled sandstone all the way along there, all the way along here as well. And actually going to go into this wall, join up with the chisel sandstone here. Cool. And I'm also going to have to change this brick wall into end stone, so be right back when that's done. Okay, dokie, that's that wall all finished. So we're looking like we're having a pretty good interior so far, and this can be sealed up as well, like that. So interior looks okay for some sort of store in there. Exterior is where we need to work now. Right, so how to get started? Well, we're gonna need some of these dark oak wood stairs coming out just like this. Boom. There we go. And on this side as well. Cool. Put some brick back there where it should be. There we go. Because what I actually plan to do is bring the front of this build out, sticky outy fronty bit on this Tudor townhouse. Let me collect all the bricks I'm going to need for this. I'm going to need some stairs as well. Okay, let me stick all these bricks down in case I lose them off my hotbar. Right, so slabs are going to come along like so, and even more along like that, and then I can actually go in here and just replace some slabs just to give a bit more detail around the window like that. Looking pretty cool. So now we need to decide on how the vertical elements of this build are going to work. Probably a little bit tricky sometimes at the sides. Let's start, wow, let's start here I think, and come up with some spruce wood like that, and then we need to kind of decide now on how many floors we're going to make this. So we've got another floor, one floor here, I would say another floor here, and then probably the roof. So we're looking to do this floor and then make it look exactly the same above. So we've got some sticky outness going on already at the front, which is great, like that. What I would like to do is just add a bit of detail like this, because we do need a bit of height in this detail here, because we need to get up to the floor level here for this room. Cool. Okay. It is. I'm just wondering if I should curve this round. I could curve this round like this. That doesn't look so good. Doesn't look so amazingly good. This is a problem area. This corner here is going to give us a headache. Are we going to be using? We're going to be using that like that. Very tricky, very tricky. Decisions to be made over here, indeed. Let's continue just now and maybe change it later if we feel we need to. So we need to get up to this kind of level, and then that's the level there. This brick here is where we want our windows to be. So we could actually come in a little bit for our windows. Now these are going to be 2 windows I think, and probably I wonder if we could go for 3 wide windows, kind of like that, with a gap of 1 down the middle. It's either that or go for windows like that with a 3 wide gap down the middle. Make them a little bit wider like that. Okay, if we're going to do that, this one needs to be wool. Like so. And this one will need to be wood, because this wood always goes beside my windows. And we have wool in the middle. like that, and the Tudor window is starting, just starting mind you, to take shape. And we'll put some wool underneath these windows like that, bring this down, and this down, like that. And Golden Gamer is saying hi, which is cool, but I'm not going to respond, I'm a bit busy. 1, 2, 3, like that. Cool. And then if we take some slabs like that, things start suddenly to look Tudor-like, which is cool. It's awesome when it starts to suddenly just work. Right, now we need to come back inside the building and work out where our next ceiling is going to be. So that kind of determines the windows. And we need to do something about this doorway as well. A little fancy step up into the door would be cool. So on this wall we need some of this smooth sandstone. Right, Golden Gamers has sent me a message there, as you can see. He's talking about one of the videos he made with me. So I'm going to pause the video and talk to him and be right back. Okay, conversation taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's our end stone. Then we need chiseled sandstone. Let me grab it from here. And that goes there. And then a ceiling. Need some snow. There's a bit of snow. The snow comes in here. So this tells us how high we can make our windows, like that. That's as high as I would want the windows. So we could go to there, like that. So we could have big chunky windows like that, 3 high, or we could reduce them just to 2 high. I think 3x3 windows here are pretty cool though. So let me grab a pane. Placing windows is a pain. Aha. Here we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yippee. Bring this up. Bring this up. And this one as well. Okay, so we have achieved a front window there in part. It's not finished yet. We're probably going to look for some extra bits of trim, just like that. And we can do fancy stuff like this as well. All sorts of little details you could start to put in to these windows, just to add that extra touch of detail, which really makes a Tudor build. Cool, so that is the start of this Tudor townhouse with a store at the bottom and some apartments above. Next time we're going to need to solve this door entryway problem here. We're probably looking to duplicate this up one more level, exactly the same, and then we'll look to put on some sort of gabled roof. I go /back. I can show you, once I've stopped swimming in the sewers, show you the kind of gabled roof that we're going to put on, a bit like that. We're probably going to make it stick out a bit more, which is going to be really interesting because look how far this one sticks out. So if this one sticks out even more, like we're coming up here, and if I stick it out one more brick, these guys could like hand a note to these guys out the window. I'm sure they could. It reminds me of a street in York in England called the Shambles. Let me show you a picture of that street right now. Look how close the buildings are together. Anyway, that'll do for episode 1 of this Tudor townhouse. Thanks so much for watching. This has been andyisyoda. You have been you, and this has been YouTube, and this has been a Let's Build. Bye bye.